June, come here! Hey! You've got to get over eating other people's animals. The goal of cooking with June is really to show you how to make simple things that'll make you look awesome. Oh. Why do I do all the cooking for this show? And yet it's still cooking with June. Is it the cuteness factor? Is it how the Olsen twins became the star of the Full House? Hey June, open this up. Are you biting my finger? Hey, what's up? Welcome to June's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make something delicious. We're gonna venture into the world of baking. First time we ventured into the world of baking. And since it's Memorial Day, a great American holiday, we're gonna make something completely American. We're gonna make some apple pies, but we're gonna show you how to make something super special, cinnamon roll apple pies. Ooh, yeah. Because what's better than apple pie? An apple pie with a cinnamon roll on it, right Jim? You could make your own pie crust for this, or you could buy some pie crust for $2 at Kroger. Each one of them is 9 inches. You can make this in a big pan, but I'm gonna make it in 4 tiny dishes. So we have mini cinnamon roll apple pies. You're also gonna need about 5 apples for this. So I'm gonna peel them all. So I'm gonna have 5 peeled apples. You're gonna need a couple of lemons, sugar, cinnamon, and probably a stick of butter because you pretty much always need a stick of butter to bake anything. So I'm gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees. 400 sounds good to me. So we'll heat up the oven. We'll take out our mini pie pans, and we'll take out one of our crusts. You're gonna want to grease the mini tins with some butter. So what I like to do is kind of roll this down, and suddenly you have a butter stick, and they're always butter sticks, but it's kind of like a glue stick. So that's what you need to think about. Be gentle when you roll these things out, because if not, they'll tear on you. I have 4 pie crusts, because I'm not just going to make one 9-inch one, I'm going to make a bunch of little ones. So I'm not really sure exactly how they'll fit in, but I'm a master of guesstimation. I mean, the most important thing is that you have a pie crust. If it tastes good, it only has to look decent. Sometimes it doesn't even have to look decent. Sometimes it looks disgusting, and still, if it tastes good, people are like, oh, whatever. All right, so we got the pie crust in there. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the cinnamon roll part. It's a very important part because it goes on top of the pie. What we need is our butter stick. We're going to rub it all over our crust. If your butter stick's too hard to spread, just stick it in the microwave, but only do it for like 5 seconds. If not, you'll end up with a pool of butter in your microwave, and that's, as nice as a pool of butter sometimes sounds. About a 1/4 cup of sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. Mix that up in the bowl, and then we're just going to sprinkle that all over this. So we've got that going on, and then what we're going to do, I'm going to cut it into little tiny slits. About a 1/2 inch. Just keep in mind when you're doing this, these are going to become your cinnamon rolls. Alright, so once these are done, you're going to roll them up. Alright, once you get all your cinnamon rolls together, you're going to want to kind of put them in place. You're going to want to kind of push down on them a little bit. Kind of mash them. Mash them just a little bit on the tops into your cutting board or your countertop if you so choose. Now you need to get to work on your apples. Maybe you've done this in advance. Probably should have. So then you're going to slice your apples up once they are peeled. Pretty much however big the slices that you want inside your pie. I don't know, if they're about that big, hey, that's alright. That's what I kind of go with. You may want them thinner. A little thinner won't hurt. A little thicker won't hurt. Like I said, it's kind of up to you. What do you think is good? I'm not going to tell you. This is America. People died for the freedom you to choose how thick or thin you want your apple slices. Your freedom. I'm very thankful for those people. June has totally abandoned me because she's just banking on her good looks to get her through life. So once your apples are all done in a bowl, slice up a lemon. So you're going to need the juice of 1 lemon. So I just like to cut the lemon, squeeze the juice in there. From there, you're going to want to put about a 1/2 cup of sugar in here. Let's go with a couple tablespoons. Let's go with 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. Once those are done, you've got them kind of all lemony, sugary, cinnamony. Put a handful in each one of your mini pies. You take your cinnamon rolls and place them on top They can be kind of right next to each other. They'll just kind of run into each other. All right. So you have these kind of on your on top of your pies like so. They're gonna bake up and they'll cover all that. We hope. So before you put them in, you're going to want to rub a little bit of egg. You're gonna brush some egg. I don't know what the egg does. June, do you know what the egg does? We're putting them in the oven for 50 minutes. 400 degrees, remember? You should have preheated it. So we'll see you in 50 minutes. So the pies are almost done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get the glaze ready. We're going to take about 2/3 a cup of confection sugar and then a couple of tablespoons of milk. And we'll put that over the stove on about medium heat. Also, if you want to add to your mix, you want to add a little bit of vanilla extract. That's a good idea too. Just stir that up. And once our glaze is all glazy, a little bit of glaze on all your pop. Oh, don't run off. Stop running off. Don't pot. And we have cinnamon roll mini apple pies. They're delicious. It's a good day. It's a good day for June because she'll probably end up eating most of this. So I'll probably spill it on the floor. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? You can go outside, play a game. You're so bored with cooking.